It's been 8 years since the final season of our next guest's hit reality series, Mob Wives, which focus on the lives of serial women whose family members were connected to the Italian-American mafia.
We keep showing this clip of them ripping off the towel,
I know.
and I just want to see more. Today, dressing like a mob wife has become not only TikTok trendy, but is one of the hottest real fashion trends around. Please welcome the stars of Mob Wives, Renee and Jennifer Graziano. Hey!
Gorgeous and gorgeous.
How are you?
You look
Hi.
great.
Hi, how are you?
Great
Thank
to
you.
see you and see you.
Hi.
What's the skin regimen? Because that's a lot of nice skin right there.
That's good jeans.
Good jeans.
Good jeans.
It's Lemaire, I think.
It's money. It's money.
Good jeans or Lemaire. All right. So before we get into the podcast and all the stuff, what are your thoughts on mob wife aesthetic, which seemed to go viral on social media?
Well, black always.
Yeah.
I think that's like the best mob wife look ever, and then you can accent it. Like today, she has on fabulous shoes that would accent
the
it.
shoes are
You throw
good.
that leopard in, a little bit of red.
There you
Yes, okay.
These are not designer. Yours look very designer. These were, knockoffs.
Well,
Look at the heel.
Yeah, I love
Fabulous.
I
You still
don't
have the
like
shoe
to
cam?
go too over the top with my aesthetic. I'm like very subdued, and I like to throw a pop where she'll embrace the whole goddamn thing.
Well, absolutely. I embrace my whole lifestyle.
Right.
So
But
are we
what
going
did
to
you-
see some fur coming back?
Yeah.
You know what? That's what's crazy. I won't buy a new fur.
Okay.
I only have what I have. I haven't.
Well, vintage is okay.
Yeah, I think, after watching so many videos, I kind of felt a little bad about getting another one. So now I just prefer what I have.
Sure.
What do you think about other people adopting it, though, who may not be Italian American?
What, the aesthetic? I think
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
I think, to me, it's more about a mindset and an attitude. So you're walking with power, talking with power. So I look at it like that, not just the
Right.
aesthetic.
Yeah, you're bossing up.
Yeah.
Love that. I love that.
So it's been 8 years, right, since
Yes.
producing and starting Mob Wives? How has life changed?
Oh my God.
Ooh, I'm a grandmother of 4. life has really changed.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, very happy in my world.
Yeah, for me, it's still the same. I'm still working, still producing. Just still at it, trying to get new projects going.
How do you
Yeah.
keep it fresh? How do you
Yeah.
keep the drama coming?
Oh God, my life is full of drama. She's my sister. Have you met her?
Yeah, you know what? It finds me. No matter what, it finds me. I don't always look for it, but I also am not afraid to confront something. If you got something to say, I got something to say to
That's
you
right.
too. So I'm never going to back down from any challenge whatsoever. What I have learned is to pick my battles, where in the past I wouldn't care about anything. I'd go, go, go. Now it's like, is the person really worth it? What?
Uh-oh, sister she's not sure.
I have an opinion, but I don't have to carry on where I used to.
I gotta know, as a grandma, if your kids are coming to you being like, Billy's picking on me, so you like punch him in the face, and your kids are like,
No,
don't say that.
Where's your mother? Where's their mother? I go, where's their mother? Where's their father? AJ, I'm on the phone with my son. I go for the parents, because the parents are really responsible for the way that the children are raised. So if you're not teaching your child at home to be respectful, that's where they're getting it from.
That's right. Yeah. What about you?
I have a son, no grandkids, thank God. I don't even want to talk about it.
Do you keep in touch with any of the other cast members, family members? What is that dynamic like?
I'll text most of the girls. There's maybe 1 or 2 that I don't keep in contact with. I try my hardest to make up for a lot of the things that I've done wrong with the girls on the show. I think that has to do with my sobriety and finding out like, oh wow, Renee, you were really out of line. So I'll, send a text, hi, how are you? Alicia, she has a grandchild, Carla, Natalie, just a few of the girls, Karen.
Right. What do your grandchildren call you?
Nene. Nene. I have a 7-year-old, 3.5, and twin girls that are 18 months.
Can you imagine when you're a grandmother?
When I am? No, but I hope I'm bringing this.
Thank you.
Heck
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah, my grandson just brightens my whole world.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
I love that. I gotta know, both of you guys have ventured into podcasts. So what's the difference, podcast or TV life? What do you like better?
Well, I like TV life better. I'm just getting into podcasts now. What I'm doing is trying to build a podcast network because everything I do, I got to do big. And our 2 podcasts are the first to launch underneath that. But if I'm still doing TV, we'll see how it goes and which one actually.
And tell the people, how are your podcasts different?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, my podcast is called The Crisis Queen, and it's a safe place for people to talk about their trauma, which I'm not there to make light of their trauma, but to make their trauma feel lighter. And I think for me, being that I've experienced so much hardship, that I can relate to pretty much every single topic. Sad, true, but very, it's cathartic when you get to, get it out, and then you see the person's expression. They don't feel alone anymore. So for me, that's the biggest reward.
Yeah.
It almost helps you heal more, right? Because you're creating a community.
Creating a community, and for me, like since I was a little girl, I always wanted to help somebody. So that helps me because I realize I'm not so bad. The things I've done were bad, but I'm not a bad person.
And how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm 9 months and 18 days sober.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a long road. I've been trying for like the last 14 years. And out of the 14 years, I can tell you I was probably sober 10, but not consecutive. So it was an on and off thing for me.
Right.
When I was off, I was really off. But when I was on, it was like 3 months, 4 months,
Right.
5 months here. I just couldn't get it together. And then when I lost my dad 5 years ago, it was just like the worst thing in the
Sure,
whole
it
world.
changed
I lost
everything.
my identity because I was always Anthony's daughter. So now I'm finding out who is Renee, and I didn't like who Renee was. So I'm still chasing, trying to figure out who I'm going to be.
Right.
She's working it out on The Crisis Queen.
Yes, I am.
And what are you working out on your podcast?
So mine's called the Straightened Out Podcast, and we're straightening out all the drama behind the scenes of what went down on Mob Wives and other reality shows. So it's more pop culture based and more TV based, where hers is more wellness.
But hers has drama. I'm her
'cause she's
first
on it.
guest.
First guest, first fight.
Yeah.
Already on a podcast. Who fights on a podcast?
You do.
I do. I have to speak my truth.
If only we could see your cutting room floor, you know?
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank
On your sobriety
Thank
and
you.
on your success, and you as well. And
Thank you.
for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
What size are those shoes, by the way?
41?
Okay, well,
Pretty
too
big.
Make sure to check out Renee's new podcast, Crisis Queen, and Jennifer's new podcast, Straightened Out, which launches in September wherever podcasts are streamed for you.
Yes.